Okay, good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. Lovely to see you. Welcome to your core strength practice. And yeah, let's get going. Child's pose is where we're going to begin. If that feels okay for you, if not, you can just come to a comfortable seat. Remember, there's ways to get child's pose comfortable by bringing something between the sit bones and the heels, elevating the floor or the mat so you can get your forehead onto something, whether that's forearms or a yoga brick. But let's just nestle down here. Shoulders away from the ears. Torso between the thighs. Try to relax the face and soften the jaw. Do those last little fidgets and adjustments to your child's pose before you allow a stillness to wash over your body. If it feels nice, you might want to take a couple of sighing breaths. So just allow yourself to exhale gently, and then big breath in, and then a nice sigh out. 2 more like that, big breath in, gentle sigh out. Last one, big breath in. And then as you sigh out, just feel yourself really melt down to the earth. Nice, allow the lips to close and just spend a moment arriving and settling. Checking in with how you're feeling this morning. How's the body? How's the mind? And once you've had a little listen to whatever's coming up for you right now, just know exactly where you need to be. This is your time. And you can stay exactly as you are for the next half an hour and just listen to the movements and even go through them in your mind. I've done that before and I've needed to get to a practice and I knew I didn't want to move too much. So I spent most of the time just imagining I'm moving. I needed the rest. Your mat is a little piece of safety, a little place for you with no expectations, no rules, just feelings and intuition. So really embrace this time and just do what feels good this morning. And most importantly and fundamentally, spend some time with your breath. So if you haven't already, find your breath. And what I mean by that is like locate it in the body. Where is it? Just find it. And then try to connect to it whilst it is on its journey. What I sometimes find is parts of the breath are very evident and I can feel them, but then sometimes parts of the breath, the beginning of the exhale or the middle of the inhale, the connection isn't quite as deep, I suppose. So it doesn't matter how connected you are. Just try your best to connect to it. It might be that you can simply just feel it passing in and out through the nose. That's a good start. But then where does it move? How does it travel? Take about 5 more rounds, just as best as you can, trying to connect to the entire journey. Really filling up on the inhale. Really releasing and contracting on the exhale. On your next inhale, start to reach forward if you feel ready. Spread the fingers and just look forward. Maybe move the shoulders a little bit and the torso from side to side. And then walk the hands over to the right. Enjoy some length from the left hip to the left shoulder. I'm pressing my fingertips into the floor as well, that little teepee shape. Good, and then back to center. Take a breath before you go to the other side. Nice. Back to center, spread the fingers, pull yourself up. Take a little extend of the legs if you need to, a little stretch out. Move the toes, move the ankles. Just kick one leg back, kick the other leg back. Good. And then come to tabletop. We're going to slide our right knee to the back of our right wrist. And you're going to make like a little kickstand with that right foot. So it's going to just kind of point off the mat slightly. Your left hand is going to want to reach forward. And then you're tucking your right hand is going to want to reach forward. My left hand. Your right hand and your right knee. And then your back leg, so your left leg, is going to tuck under and you're just coming into like a supported side plank. So you want to get some nice length here, yeah? So you might need to walk the right hand forward. You might need to come up through the crown of the head a little bit more. And the right foot being like off the mat slightly, so your shin is at a diagonal, will really help with the balance. Good, and it's just like a kind of side plank, wild thing type shape we're making with our body. So we're feeling a nice side stretch through the left, and we're also feeling a little bit of an opening through the front of the chest if you just spin it slightly to the sky. Good, and then listen carefully, look down, push through that right hand and come all the way up. And we're going to go to the other side. So you're going to slide your hand down the left leg and you're going to reach your right arm up and over. Same thing, really intense stretch through the side, but also an opportunity to just open the chest a little bit by spinning it to the sky. Good, we're here for 3. You can even take the hand to the back of the head to tease that elbow back for 2. Good, on 1, come back down, listen carefully, nice and slowly. So we're still side on to the long edge of the mat. You're going to pick up that back foot and you're going to stay here is option 1, yeah? Option 2 is to bring the elbow and knee together. Now, the elbow and knee aren't out in front of us, they're up above us. It's like a little side crunch, okay? So adjust yourself if you need. That knee and shin that are down are really important in this for balance. The right hand really needs to be stacked under the shoulder. I'm just going to do about 10 of these, yeah? And it doesn't matter how much the elbow and knee come together. It's more about getting that movement into the side body. So we're kind of crunching and contracting these muscles. Good, let's do another 3. Inhale to reach. Exhale to crunch for 2. Good, on 1, elbow and knee come together. Look to the top of your mat. See if you can swivel and step the left foot forward. And then you're in a low lunge. So that's a really good exercise to get you stepping forward from like a wild thing or a split dog. Good, and then just rock backwards and forwards. And let's take a nice low lunge. So hips forward and reaching up. Nice. Hands to back of head, lifting through the chin. Great, come back to center, hands to prayer. Hook the left elbow to the outside of the knee. Take a little twist. Trying to get the hands to heart center or thereabouts. If it's too much, just bring the hand down, come into a little bit of a less intense twist. And if you can, hooking the elbow and just taking the gaze back. Hips still teasing forward for 3, for 2. Nice, on 1. Bring the hands to the floor, tuck the back toes under, big step forward to the top of the mat. Feet together if that feels okay. Bend the knees, sweep the arms. Utkatasana. So everything switches on in Utkatasana, right? We're drawing the navel in, we're lengthening through the tailbone, we're reaching the arms if that feels good. Relaxing the shoulders. Breathing here for 5. For 4. Breathing here for 3. For 2. On 1, hands to the floor. First forward fold. So if you want to separate the feet and just dangle a little bit, you can. Let it go. Nice. Okay, inhale. Lengthen. Exhale. Soften knees, plant hands. Big step back to your first plank. So push the floor away. Come onto the toes and the hands. If it's too much, you drop the knees. You take a little half plank here, okay? But you're still pushing. You're still drawing the navel in. You're still scooping and lengthening the tailbone towards the floor. You've got 15 more seconds. Stay nice and strong. Breathing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Knees down on 1. Little child's pose. Let it go. You can move forwards and backwards. You can do some movement in your child's pose if you want. And then when you're ready, we're back in tabletop. Good. So a little bit of movement in our tabletop. Some cats and cows. Some swishes and sways. And then when you're ready, we'll slide the left knee towards the back of the left wrist. We'll kick out the foot. This is the really important part. Then your left hand will take a big kind of shift forward as you come on to the back foot and reach up into your half wild thing or supported side plank. And you're really trying to get a lovely arc shape with the body. So you're reaching the hand almost towards the front of the mat. You may be spinning the chest. Good, and then look down, push through that bottom hand, rise up and come into that lovely side stretch again. This time right hand slides down, left arm reaches up. Maybe take the back of the head, point the elbow up to the sky. We're here for 3. Nice. For 2. Lovely. On 1, hand comes down nice and slowly. Try and keep that sideways. Try and keep the body facing the long edge of the mat. It's really easy to lean forward here. Switch on the side body muscles. And then when you're ready, option 1 is just to float the leg and hold. Option 2 is for the elbow and knee to work towards one another. If the floor feels far away, just place something underneath your hand. Yeah? Bring the floor to you. Focusing on contracting the side. So remember, the knee's not coming out in front, it's coming up towards the elbow, up to the sky. Good, about 10 of them. So let's do about 3 more. And it's a real reach as you inhale, and it's a real contraction as you exhale. Then on your last one, keep the elbow and knee close together, look to the top of your mat, slowly step the left foot forward. Try and keep that nice and controlled. And then you're just rocking forwards and backwards a couple of times and getting into your low lunge when you feel ready. So lifting the torso, pulling the rib cage through, reaching the arms, hugging that front hip back. Good. And then when you're ready, hands to heart center, come back to neutral. Hook the elbow to the outside of the knee and twist to the right this time. Good. Prayer to heart center as best as you can. Still teasing the hips forward, maybe looking over that back shoulder. We're here for 3. We're here for 2. Beautiful. On 1, back to center. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Big step up to the top of the mat. Bend the knees, sink the hips. We're in for a second round of Utkatasana. So can we get a little bit deeper into this? Can we send the weight into the heels a bit more? Can we draw the navel in and kind of lengthen through the tailbone a little more? Can we get the biceps by the ears a little more for 5? For 4, for 3, for 2. Well done, guys. On 1, hands to the floor. Inhale to lengthen. This time we exhale straight back to our plank. Bring your feet together. We're going to roll into full side plank now. So move your left hand underneath your face and then drive or roll, onto the left blade edge of the foot. Now, if it's a little bit tricky, place one foot in front of the other, yeah? If you need to drop the bottom knee, you've been there before, go there. If you want a little bit more, feet are stacked, maybe even top leg is floating. Take your options, you've got another 10 seconds. Challenge yourself maybe by looking up to the top hand for 5. Lift the hips and squeeze for 4, for 3, for 2. We're going straight into the other side. So come down, take a breath, then go straight to the blade edge of the right foot. Lifting those hips nice and high. You know your options with the feet. Simply by distributing the weight, it will make a difference. We're here, we're holding, we're lifting for 5, for 4. Remember your options for 3. Can you lift the gaze for 2? Nice. On 1, hand down, take a breath, and then we're in downward facing dog this time. Well done, guys. Okay, let it go. Walk it out. So you have the option here to move in any ways that feel good. Great. Walking out the legs, reaching to opposite ankles. Good. Okay, so come back to that sensation of the elbow and knee coming towards one another. We're going to recreate that. So inhale, right leg nice and high. Exhale, a little bit more this time. So you're going to roll forward into a plank and you're going to squeeze that knee to the upper arm. Inhale, you're going to kick the leg back. Exhale, you're going to roll forward and squeeze. You've just got 3 more. Notice my back toes. I'm really pushing off onto the big toe. Good. Last couple. If it's a little bit much, you drop the knee and you come here. We can still squeeze with the knee down. Good. Last one. Squeeze. This time we're going to hold for 5, for 4, for 3. Squeezy, squeezy for 2. Good. On 1. Step it back. Let it go. If you need to child's pose, you child's pose, or you stay in your downward dog. You've got 3 good breaths. So it's that height of the knee, it's that working of the side body that we're focusing on today. Good, one more breath. Have you lost your breath? Come back to it. It's the one that's going to keep us focused. It's the one that's going to keep the body working. Okay, left leg nice and high. Exhale, roll forward. Shoulders over wrists. Tap your left upper arm. As close as you can. Just 5, but really slow and considered. Exhale, roll forward. We're not rushing these, yeah? We're really pushing through the hands. We're inhaling to kick back. We're exhaling to roll forward and tap. You got 2 more. Inhale back, exhale tap. You know what's happening on this last one? Inhale back, exhale, we come forward and we hover for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, good, on 1, push it back, let it go. Downward dog or child's pose, yogi's choice. You got 3 breaths. Good, okay. A little bit different, we're going to switch it to the other elbow. So inhale, right leg nice and high. This time, exhale, the knee comes into the chest, and then we just quickly tap the left elbow. Then we bring it back, then we take it back. So there's more breaths in this one. We exhale, roll forward. We inhale, tap it across. We exhale, come back to center and kick it back. Take an inhale, lift the leg a little higher. Exhale, roll forward. Inhale, tap. Notice that back heel shifts a little to help you. You've got 2 more. Exhale, forward. Inhale, tap. Exhale, kick it all the way back. Okay, on this last one, exhale, roll forward, tap, drop the back heel completely and extend the leg out to the side. Now you can stay here, scissoring the legs with both hands down, or you can start to lift the right hand off the floor and come into your fallen triangle. We're here for 5, stack the shoulders, reach the top hand for 4, lift the hips for 3, squeeze the inner thighs together for 2, well done, hand down, let's come out of it slowly, knee into chest, then it goes back, I know. We're moving slowly and deliberately. Take 3 breaths, here or child's pose. Yogi's choice, you got 3 breaths and then we do that exactly the same on the other side. Sometimes when we slow things down, we really think, right, okay, that's what I'm working here. Last bit of work in downward dog, then we come to the floor. Inhale, left leg nice and high. Don't rush. Exhale, roll forward. Inhale, tap the opposite elbow. Come back, kick it back. Your back heel, mine drops right to the floor as I bring my knee closer to that right elbow. 3 more. No rushing. Go in your own time. Take an extra breath to get these movements. Really good. Good. Okay, you know what's coming on that last one. You're going to roll forward, tap, and extend the left leg this time. Okay, remember you can stay here, hands on the floor, scissoring the legs together. Or the right arm reaches up and you're in your fallen triangle. You're really opening the chest. You're looking to the top hand. You're really lifting the hips and feeling the left side body working for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Listen carefully, on 1, you're just going to sit down. Oh, nice. Okay, swing the legs forward. Bring them to the front of your mat. Roll yourself down super slow. Come to lie back. Okay, let it go. We're on our backs. Less gravity, less pressure on the hands and the arms and the shoulders. Okay, so lengthen through the tailbone. Draw the shoulders down the back and start to pick up the feet. Like we're standing on the ceiling. Okay? Really make sure the lower back isn't lifting here. On your exhale, we're just going to do some little leg lifts just to get the lower part of the tummy working. And then we're going to go back to the side body. So inhale up, exhale lower. If this feels super easy now because you're getting used to these, you can lower both heels and then bring them back up. You're just going to do about 30 seconds, so 15 more seconds. Be honest with yourself, is your lower back lifting? If it is, you need to go back to singles, or you need to really switch the tummy on and lengthen through the tailbone. Or maybe not drop the heels as low, come a little bit higher. Last 3, last 2. Good, on 1, give the legs a little break, a little swish. Okay, so from here, We're going to lift our legs back up again, and we're going to bring our hands in prayer above our face. Now, if it's too much with the legs straight, you can bend the knees. We're going to work the core just the same. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to reach past either the side of the knee, or maybe you're coming up a little higher and trying to go past the side of the calf, even the ankle, baby toe. Okay? So it's an inhale to lift. Sorry, it's an exhale to lift and an inhale to come back. But again, if that inhale, exhale feels better the other way, I switched it a couple years ago to exhale up because it felt better, and I did some reading about when you exhale, there's no air, so you can work your core a little bit more. So if you can, exhale up, inhale down. Again, we're just going for 30 seconds, not about how many we do. So you've got about 10 more seconds, guys. And you're going over to the right, if I didn't make that clear. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, nice. On 1, we're going straight over to the left, 30 seconds. And again, it's not about how many you're going to do, it's about continually lifting and lowering with your breath. If you need to take a little rest, you take a little rest. But just know, sometimes just keep going, you know? That little, try and keep the pace, yeah? We don't have to go fast, we just have to be steady. Last 10 seconds, you got it. And you're really trying to lift that right shoulder and reach as much as you can. For 5, for 4, for 3, you got it, well done. For 2, everyone, let's do 1 more, and then on 1, just take a little rest. Feet to the floor, little swish of the knees. So hopefully you felt that quite intensely in the top of the core and the sides of the core. So the more you reach up, you'll feel it in the top. The more you reach over to the side, you'll feel it in the side. Great, okay, take a couple of breaths. So walk the heels in a little, and what you're going to do is you're going to try and tap the blade edge of the foot or the ankle, and then you're going to tap the other side. Now, it's easy to do this and just kind of wash your mat with your back, like you're swishing your back along the mat. But what we want is we want an engagement first. So lift the shoulders off the floor first. Just keep the gaze forward if that helps the neck. And then you're reaching from here. So if you can, a little higher, like the ankle bones or the outer calf. And we're doing this for 60 seconds. Off we go. And again, it's just about keeping that consistency of tap, 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 tap. 45 seconds left. You got it. No problem. Keep the gaze forward. Keep breathing. 30 seconds. Still with me. Stay with it. Are we breathing? Breathe out as you tap. 15 seconds. Nearly there, guys. Stay up. Keep those shoulders lifted. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, I know, on 1, release. So hopefully you felt that in a similar place, the top of the core and a little bit through the sides. The more you reach to the side, the more you'll feel it in the side. Okay, it's almost time. I think we've got time just for a couple of leg lifts. So roll yourself up, come to sit. So we'll do 3 rounds. We'll just do literally 5 seconds. So it'll all be done in less than 30 seconds. You're going to push into the floor. You're going to broaden your upper back, and you're going to try and lift your heels. We haven't done these for a couple of weeks, so let's get back into them. So push through the hands and lift the heels for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Well done. Okay, if that felt okay, walk your hands forward a little bit more. You've just got 2 more rounds of 5 seconds. We go in 3, 2, 1 for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Release. 1 more round. You got it. Then we're done, guys. Walk your hands as far forward as possible. Even if the feet don't lift or they just lift like a millimeter off the floor. We're going in 3, 2, 1 for 5, 4, 3, 2, lift a little higher, 1. Oh, release. Felt that one in my quads on the last one. Okay, lean back, stretch the belly, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chin. That should feel nice. Well done, guys. A happy Saturday. Enjoy this bright weather. I think it's going to be a little bit colder, but we must try and get out in the sun and enjoy the brightness. Have a lovely rest of your day. Let's just meet back together in a comfortable seat. Give yourself a shoulder roll. Sit nice and tall. Lower the chin to the chest and just take a moment to think about how you're going to go about your day now. Go gently, with kindness to yourself first and foremost, and then to all the people you interact with today. Have a good one, guys. Big love, and I'll see you tomorrow maybe for just a gentle, lovely flow. None of this strength nonsense. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye.